Hello everyone. The body of Christ really needs to know that sin, hindrances, and wrongdoings, or the like, is not the main cause of trial and tribulation. Why any God's people would go through trial and tribulation and go through any kind of trial and error. I mean, yeah, sin in our lives, any hindrances or wrongdoings could be the cause sometimes, but sadly, so many of God's people believe that that is the only reason why bad things happen to God's people. No. Remember the story of Job, and I would think that most of God's people, or I would say 9 out of 10 of God's people would know about the story of Job. Job was a blameless man. He wasn't Jesus. Now, he had sin in his life like everybody else does, but he was a totally blameless man. And just read the story of Job, and look what God allowed to happen to him. And Job didn't do anything major. He didn't do anything really bad. Anything major. He didn't have any bad enough sin or any bad enough hindrances or wrongdoings in his life to cause what happened to him. Because one day, as it says in the book of Job, God was talking to Satan, and God said, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Something like that. And then he gave Satan permission to do whatever he wanted to do to Job, but spare his life. And of course, Job's friends and family, they're thinking that Job had to have done something seriously wrong because of what had happened to him when Job lost everything. So just remember, whenever any of God's people are going through any kind of trial and error, don't automatically assume, don't judge them saying it's because they have sin in their life, or even it's because of stuff that that they're not doing or not doing enough of, like any kind of sins, any kind of hindrances, any wrongdoings, or of the like. So it's ungodly to be jumping to conclusions. Remember the story of Job. Job was totally blameless. Didn't do anything bad enough to cause what happened to him, what Satan did to him. But in the end, God restored to Job 7 times. I'm not saying that any of God's people is going to have happen to them like what Job had. What I'm trying to say in this message is whenever any of God's people are going through any kind of trial and tribulation, if they ever have any kind of bad things happen to them, it's wrong to judge. To judge them, saying that they have sin in their life, or they're doing something, or they're not doing something, not doing enough of something. So don't jump to that conclusion. Remember what happened to Job, because he was totally blameless. All right. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.